Out. There came the prophet Samuel upon the only Camuel, a bumpy, grumpy quadruped of discontented mouth. The atmosphere was glutinous. The Camuel was mutinous. He dumped the pack from off his back with horrid grunts and squeals. He made the desert hideous with strategy perfidious. He tied his neck in curlicues. He kicked his padded heels. Then spake the prophet Samuel, "You rogue, I ought to lamb you well. Though zealously I've shielded you from every grief and woe, it seems to voice a platitude. You haven't any gratitude. Will you explain what cause you have for doing thus and so?" To him replied the Camuel, "I beg your pardon, Samuel. I know that I'm a reprobate. I know that I'm a freak. But oh, my utter loneliness, my too distinguished onlyness. Was there another Camuel, I wouldn't be unique." The prophet beamed beguilingly. He answered smilingly, "You feel the need of company. I clearly understand. We'll speedily create for you the corresponding mate for you. Ho, presto, dingle, dinglebat." He waved a potent hand, and lo, from out vacuity, a second incongruity, to wit, a lady Camuel was born of magic art. Something of the harmony. She was, in short, a Camuel, the other's counterpart. As prophets gaze on Aragon, upon that female paragon, so gazed the prophet's Camuel, that primal desert ship. A connoisseur, meticulous, he found it so ridiculous, he grinned from ear to auricle until he split his lip. Because of his temerity, this Camuel's posterity must wear divided upper lips through all their solemn lives, a prodigy, astonishing, reproachfully admonishing those wicked, heartless, married men who ridicule their wives.
Whoa.
Wow. Now, I want to show you two other things. The aging process. You'll notice that in one stanza, I had, let us say, a breakup. Certain words had disappeared. This happens in the aging process. It's like macular degeneration, where you read a line, but some letters are missing, or half of them are missing. So you can make out something, but not the whole sentence. But what happens as you grow older, and especially if you're in theater, and I remember seeing it happen to old actors, they'd be going through a scene from Shakespeare, which I happen to know the scene, and suddenly they'd miss two lines. I missed two lines here. It didn't spoil the whole recitation, but it might be that what I missed was that this is not Guy Wetmore Carroll. It could be Arthur Guiterman. But Guy Wetmore Carroll, the son of a capital ship, also did this kind of thing. Taking something for granted, like, a camel, and really teaching us a lesson. Not that wicked-hearted married men they will suffer in other ways, but it's, you take a look at the camel for the first time. He is a beast of burden. And Gideon makes you see the camel as maybe having some human qualities. And I think the essence of funny poetry like Ogden Nash, like Lewis Carroll, is that they will work with seemingly, they'll take a nursery rhyme or Little Miss Muffet. Little Miss Muffet discovered a tuffet which never occurred to the rest of us. And as 'twas a June day and just about noonday, she wanted to eat like the rest of us. Her diet was whey, and I hasten to say it is wholesome and people grow fat on it. The spot being lonely, the lady not only discovered the tuffet but sat on it. A rivulet babbled beside her and gabbled as rivulets always a thought to do, and dragonflies sported around and cavorted, as poets say dragonflies ought to do. When glancing aside for a moment, she spied a horrible sight that brought fear to her. A hideous spider was sitting beside her, and most unavoidably near to her, albeit unsightly. This creature politely said, "Madam, I earnestly vow to you, I am penitent that I did not bring my hat. I should otherwise certainly bow to you." Although anxious to please, he was so ill at ease that he lost all a sense of propriety and grew so inept that he clumsily stepped in her plate, which is barred in society. This curious error completed her terror. She shuddered, and growing much paler, not only left Tuffet, but dealt him a buffet, which doubled him up in a sailor knot. It should be explained that at this he was pained. He cried, "I have vexed you, no doubt of it. Your fists like a truncheon. You're still in my luncheon," was all that she answered. "Get out of it." And the moral is this: be it madam or miss, to whom you have something to say, you are only absurd when you get in the curd, but you're rude when you get in the way.
Oh, bravo.
And that's the way you begin a lesson in grammar.
Oh, wow.